Okay. LeBron James celebrates powerful colored women starring on magazine covers, and white people call him a racist. And I have this white critics bash LeBron James for celebrating Black women who are successful or whom are successful. And so LeBron James has been a real powerful role model, and he is using his platform to uplift the Black community, Black males, females alike. And he has been criticized from white critics to people who are political and politicians who have also berated and bashed his opinions and his views on how things are being run in the country. And so we have a beautiful article here, and it has a video clip, and it says LeBron James has stayed mum on being bashed by President Donald Trump, but the basketball player has a lot to say about what is happening on the newsstands this month. And so here is LeBron right here. And LeBron James is said his daughter Zuri was taking inspiration from the women of color featured on magazine covers. And so for all these people who are bashing LeBron James, he has a daughter who is Black. And so she is watching this. She is watching how they're bashing her father because he's celebrating his culture and celebrating his family and celebrating his daughter and celebrating the accomplishments of Black women, in which one day she will become a Black grown woman. And so it's sad that we live in a world where there's so much hatred, but anyway, you can see the family pictured here, the two boys, and let me get a better view here. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is LeBron James, and the pretty little girl is his daughter. And so she is going to one day, she's a little Black girl, she's going to one day become a beautiful Black woman. And so she's happy about her dad celebrating their culture and the Black women that are in his life. And so several Black women have posed for the September covers of the top magazines, including Beyonce for Vogue, Rihanna for British Vogue, and Lupita Nyong'o for The Porter, ushering in what many have called an inspiring and long overdue push for diversity. So James is one of those cheering on the celebration of women of color. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, being it shows that that's part of his culture. Very much so. He has a daughter right here. And so why would he not celebrate Black females, which one day his daughter is going to become a grown Black woman? So James is one of those who is cheering on the celebration of Black females of color. Of course, Black females, Black women of color. So the newly minted Laker and I Promise School, which he is the founder of and he just opened, took to Instagram to share the new covers featuring all the beautiful Black women, Issa Rae, Tiffany Haddish, and a cast of Pose. And so here's Beyonce. And I believe, I don't know if that's Twitter or Instagram. It may be Instagram. Looks like Instagram. And so nothing is more, this is King James, nothing is more powerful and nothing in the world is more powerful than colored women. Thank you all for continuing not to settle and setting great examples in life for so many looking up to you for inspiration, guidance, and love. My daughter is watching. And this is from LeBron James himself. And he's celebrating his daughter. He's celebrating all the women that he's known in his life that are women of color. He's celebrating and embracing his culture with happiness and joy. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we have people who are bashing him because of it. And many of the covers star featured, including Tracy Ellis Ross, Zenadea, Yari Shahidi, responded to his tribute with heart and praise emojis, while comedian King Karan commented, "Ain't Black beautiful?" The post has more than 437,000 likes, and the countless comments expressing love for fashion giving Black women their due. Amid all this positivity, however, several commenters found James' post to be racist because it excludes white women. Are white women Black? No. So he's celebrating women of color, women who are African American, and women who are women of color that are in that spectrum. And so, no, he wouldn't be celebrating white women because then that would be a whole nother platform and a whole nother culture, which is not of his own, of course. So he is happily celebrating his daughter and his culture, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we are all equal. So yes, it is racist to say nothing is more beautiful than a colored woman, when in reality, each person is just as equal. Notice, just as equal? No, this country has not treated African Americans as equal. It has not showed women of color and women who are Black in a positive light. It hardly ever recognizes women of color in terms of being beautiful. It normally recognizes women who are white in America as being the model and the picture of beauty, and everybody has to assimilate and change their appearance to look like they're white when they're not white. Okay, so one offended commenter wrote this, and so, "Sounds racist to me," chimed a troll. "Shut up and dribble, LeBron." Okay, "What about white women?" added another follower. "I'm proud to be white." Read another comment. "I'm just as powerful, influential, and beautiful as any other woman. We're all equal." No, we're not treated all equal. No. So others tried to reason with the critics, explaining that James' post was about elevating women of color, not attacking white women. He had not mentioned white women at all. He actually left them out of the dynamic of this. This is an expression of celebrating Black love and Black culture. And this is as Black love as you can get it right here. There's nothing wrong with celebrating your own culture. And so these people have stopped at nothing to put Black people down in a negative light in any way possible. Okay, so it goes on to say that speaking as a white woman, it empowers me to see women of all colors being celebrated as strong. Women of all colors are powerful and strong. We as women have the power to change this world, this country. We start by supporting each other. Much love, King James. That would be nice. And that's the way it should probably be, but it isn't personified in the media as much, and it isn't personified in social settings as much in that sense. That is to pretty much ignore women of color and get us to rally around women who are white. So let me explain. This is those who are getting upset. One woman wrote, "For hundreds of years, white women were praised and raised that they were better than women of color," which they still are looked at as that way. "People of color have been enslaved, tortured, and continue to be treated as unequal. The injustice they encounter daily is very real, painful, and has long been ignored." Okay. And so The next one says, "Dear white people, we say Black Lives Matter. You say all lives matter," added another James supporter. "We say colored women are powerful, and you say all women are powerful. For once, stop trying to devalue our culture and our feelings. You're forever trying to take from us. You're literally the only people on earth who do this to other races. The is tiring." James hasn't responded to the backlash and is letting the September covers speak for themselves. And so, pretty much, I'm going to play the clip, and then this will be the duration of this video. But I'd like to thank everybody who's followed, subscribed, all the people who have listened, even, commented on the videos in a positive way. Thanks for your support in doing so. And this is truly a man that personifies Black love right here, King James. Thank you so much for celebrating women of color. He is one that exemplifies that it's positive to have to celebrate and to celebrate your own culture and lift up your own culture and other cultures as well, but to recognize your own culture and be proud of who you are and proud of the women of your culture. Of course, look at his beautiful daughter. And then to also inspire her. Look at her happy face. She's so happy to be celebrated by daddy. And so some horrible people out there do not want to see this little girl celebrated, do not want to see women of color celebrated. They want everything to be the way it's been, where only white women are celebrated. And so here's a picture of Beyonce on a cover of a magazine of Vogue. It's time for a change, and so he is celebrating it, and it's perfectly okay to do so. Thanks for listening.